Well, welcome back, everyone. This is Prophet of the Constitution, and we are playing Master of Command, specifically the Imperial Army playthrough. We are continuing. Last time we left off, we just fought an excellent battle. Couldn't have gone better, in my opinion. And now we're ready for the encampment battle, so without further ado, let's do it. We're going to get them. Alright. Wow. This is an interesting force. 5 artillery units and 3 cavalry. They have 4 Jaegers, 4 musketeers, 2 lifeguards, veteran grenadiers, and grenadier guards. Alright. Let's do this. Let's show the Prussians the valor of the Russian army. Let us demolish the Prussian army. Hopefully we get good ground here. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, so we have a little river on the side with the hill again. Alright. Set up the cavalry here on the flanks. They did have 4 Jaegers. Maybe I don't want to do that. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let me just make sure these guys have bayonets off. Grenadiers, bayonets on. Alright. Well, the artillery's going to go up to that hill again. So, that should be good. Let's see here what we want to do. Well, we could form a line out here. Make them come to us in the open. I like having this terrain, though. It's kind of rough for them to cross that river. I like that very, very much, actually. I'm thinking... I'm thinking that's the play. Let me see, like that. No, they can't quite cover all the coverage there. Let's see, we'll do 2 of those. And yeah, we'll do that. Alright. We'll have these 2 set up here. They're going to hang out here. They're going to have grenadiers with them. The light troops are going to be going along with the regular infantry. We set them up a little bit better here, kind of funky here. Alright. And the grenadiers to head over across the river. They're in a good spot. General's in a good spot. Let's bring the cavalry back over. If we get an opportunity to take out those Jaegers early, that will be absolutely phenomenal. Alright, artillery, you gotta turn real quick. Fantastic. Okay. That's fairly good. Alright, let's see. You. Want you up here. Want you up here. Want you here. You're going to the bridge. All of you guys are going to the bridge. General will go over here somewhere. Alright. Fantastic. Let's get a move on, everybody. Shall we? Very good. Alright. Let's see what kind of armament they have. Ooh! Excellent Jaeger rifles on the veteran grenadiers. That's not good. That's the opposite of good right there. It's bad. Let's check their cavalry. Wow. Those Prussian cuirassiers are not playing around. Same thing with them. Wow, 103 melee? Yeah, alright. What are their guns like right now? bronze 12-pound Licorn, 6-pound bronze howitzer, bronze 3-pound gun. Look at that. They have one of our guns again. And a bronze 10-pounder. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, fantastic. Let's increase the speed a little bit here, get things moving a little bit better. Alright, gotta set these guys up real quick. Let's try to angle it there. There we go. Alright, fantastic. Let's see here. They're angled there. Move the grenadiers back just a little. Make sure our skirmishers are set up very good before the fight. Alright, angling their whole army this way. That's not bad. Let's see, what can the artillery actually fire on? Alright, we can start having them open fire though, that's good. Check this out. They need to go further this way a little bit. Alright, fantastic. Alright. Let me see what kind of targets we can do now. Let's do... Ooh, I don't want you to move. Oh, crap. Not what I want you to do. Not ideal. Instead, that's what we call suboptimal. Yes, do not move. Alright, infantry is nearly in position. I do believe I see an opportunity to run the cavalry forward and get the Jaegers. And I want to take it. Alright, open fire on them. That's fantastic. Ooh, received a volley there. That's not fun. Ouch. Come on. Get back. Alright, let's retreat. Come on. Yikes. Did break some of their skirmishers. Looks like the cuirassiers are coming for us. All batteries, focus fire there. That's not good. Get across the river there. Keep moving. Exactly. Engage them. Fantastic. Help your fellow cavalry needs to get away. Ouch, man. It's a dangerous, desperate gambit. Those light troops are dangerous, though. Alright, we're doing another dangerous gambit. We're hitting the lifeguards. Might need the general over here to help with the cavalry attacks. Come on. Hold, boys. Hold just a little longer. Hold. Hold the line. That's really bad. Oh no. Alright, we gotta do what we can. Oof. That's dangerous there in the center. Those cuirassiers, man. Very, very dangerous. Alright, we're trying to get them back onto the field here. It's alright. It's not too bad. We did manage to break part of their horse regiments as well. Wow, general's taking hits also. Alright. That was a little dastardly, considering the situation with the river there. That river is what really hurt us in that instance, where we haven't had such issues before to that degree. That's what did it. It's alright though. None of our units shattered. We broke several of their cavalry units. And we finished off the Jaegers. Alright, fantastic. We still can't... Okay, we still can't fire on them. We need to adjust that. That's not acceptable. We may just send the grenadiers in to deal with that particular problem. I want you to target the lifeguards over here. Cavalry is going to go around the flank the long way. That's the... Okay, they're out of range. Wow, that's we're going to advance on that. We're not going to let them just shoot us. Might be good to send the grenadiers in, actually. Thankfully, from that distance, they're not doing a whole lot of damage. But it is starting to add up, the amount that they're able to do to us, unfortunately. Fantastic. Grenadiers are engaging theirs. That's awesome. Cavalry are moving up to position. And we are going to send the grenadiers in. And that way, it will not leave our guns vulnerable. Which is absolutely something that I want to avoid. I do not want them having an opportunity to go after our guns. Fantastic. Artillery's chewing those lifeguards up. Excellent. We are going to do this. We're going to maneuver a little bit to fold the line forward here. Keeping the guns covered. Ooh, we got to shore these guys up. They're about to be charged by cavalry. Excellent. And now we're taking out their guns with the cavalry. Their cavalry have been defeated on this flank as well. Ooh. Ooh, they did hit us with some canister or something there. That's not good. Come on. Take them out, boys. General, you gotta go talk to the cavalry again. They're having difficulties. Get the grenadiers back. We'll pull them back here. Excellent. We'll have them chew those guys up a little bit. They're routing. They're coming back. We're going to shift the line again. Alright, just like so. Excellent. There's our grenadiers. Alright, we'll put them back here. We're going to pull these cavalry back here. Keep the general with them also to keep them contented right now, kind of. Fantastic. Ooh, they are charging. Alright. Countercharge. Excellent. And we did run them off. That's very good. Pull the grenadiers back again. They have been putting in the work. There ain't no doubt about that. Alright. And they are on the approach once again. Get back there. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Getting shot in the butt, apparently, is what you're doing. Excellent. 1,200. 150 to 189 range. Yikes. We're going to pull them back. We use this opportunity to get our cavalry some XP before the coming battles. We really need to improve them. Awesome. Alright. Excellent. Shattered them, and they're killing plenty. That's awesome. Alright. Here we go. Just about done getting shot at outside of our range. And this will be it for them. Excellent work, Grenadiers. Alright, the cavalry and several of the skirmishers suffered, but that battle was decisive, and most of our line units remained fairly unscathed. It was risky, it was daring. There were a few mistakes made, but we pulled it off. Very pleased with the cavalry and a Geschwindigkeit. Ah, yes. Very nice. Reload moose speed. Okay. Not bad at all. We're going to take money, dollars, and ammo because I want to be sure we don't run out of our ammunition. That would be bad. Item cost at settlements. I'm not going to be buying a ton more stuff, though. But I do like that. Regiment accuracy is always good. And pillager again, man. We got some more pillaging to do. That might be the way to go. Let's do that. Just for fun. Awesome. I'm glad Orlov did not die. That would have really been disappointing. Excellent. Oh, look at this. You can be veterans now. I like that. Yes, I do indeed. Alright, fantastic. Let's see, I think I like the Geschwindigkeit, but I think I want to keep these two because they've been our long-range artillery. They've really been helping out. Excellent Tulas. That's good stuff. Do they all have bucket? They do. Alright. Cool. That's an upgrade for them. That's just a straight upgrade. That ain't bad at all. Alright. Fantastic work. We are going to go up and get this outpost real quick. HQ delayed by 2 weeks. 1 week. Nothing. Or 3 weeks because we have light infantry tactics or local guides. Alright, yeah, I wouldn't do that. Give us 3 weeks extra to just burn, loot, pillage, fight. Times, break them in. Yeah, that'll be alright. There's an army there. That'd be interesting. Let's go ahead and burn this settlement, shall we? Need the food desperately. Alright, we're good on that, but they have 497, which we are going to relieve them of. Evidently, they don't need all of that. We don't think. So, we will help them along a little bit. See what else I got. Alright. It's okay. Yeah. Something worth 40. There we go. Alright. Powder house. Meh. Very meh. 395. They got 56 left. Let's see. Alright, that works. We need food desperately. I don't like really spending money on that, but we have loads of money. So we're going to buy what we need here. And now it's time to burn it. Wow, there wasn't much left to burn of that one, was there? That's amusing. Alright. We're going to move on to this fort here. Ransom them. Capture them for one of ours. Then we'll get one of ours. And hearts of mine. Hearts of mine. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that works. Let's head on down south and prepare to face the ooh, let's get the encampment. Let's go around the swamp, however. Let's not suffer loads of casualties getting it. Ah, yay, we went in there just to lose food. That's excellent. Saw the army heading there where we were before. Check out the slums. Feud, some weapons, reserve. Ooh, 1900 reserve. Let's do the week, though. Give us another week. Fantastic. Here we are. So, let's see. They have 4 guns, veteran musketeers, 2 musketeers, 3 cuirassiers, 3 Jaegers, more veteran musketeers, that's 2 lifeguards, grenadier guards, and veteran grenadiers. Alright. Let's do this battle. Let's show them what's what. It's called giving them the good old what for, shall we say. Alright. Fantastic. Take a look at the terrain here. We have the river here I don't like to take because it's pathetic. We have the town here in the woods, which is what we're going to do. Which hill do we put the guns on? I'm thinking this one. Yeah, we're going to put them over there. Cavalry. Grenadiers. And all of our line troops. Put them in stricter columns here. Put all of our units together. Alright. Go ahead and do something like this. Let's see. We want the woods. We want the town. And we want 1 unit over here at least. Alright, let's do it. Let's see what we can do here. Move up as quickly as we possibly can. Adjust them over here just a little. Alright, fantastic. Let's see what they've got. Alright, not bad for equipment, really. Wow. The cuirassiers are no joke. Brummers, Geschwindigstück, and several bronze guns and an iron gun. Alright. Excellent. Setting them up there. Fantastic. That's also a good spot. I may adjust this over just a little to be certain that our guns are protected. I do not want to leave the guns vulnerable in the slightest. We simply can't afford to lose our guns. Least of all at this point in the campaign, we just can't. Alright. It's going very well at the moment. Guns are almost in position. Infantry's almost in position. Oof. Enemy artillery already firing away at us. Not ideal. We'll figure it out. Okay, they have several skirmishers. We want our cavalry to be at the ready to move forward. We want them more ready than last time for such a mission. Unfortunately, last time they were not very ready. Not near enough, anyhow. Alright. Grenadiers. Grenadiers. More grenadiers. And once again, the grenadiers. Alright. Excellent positioning for them. Our own guns are ready. I'm going to turn their firing off just for a moment so that they do not fire the wrong targets. And speaking of which, let's see the speeds on these guys. We are sending the cavalry in. Cuirassiers, cuirassiers, lifeguards, and lifeguards. Hopefully that should give them some cover from the enemy troops that may decide to harass them. Oof. Let's pull back. Pull back, pull back. Mission accomplished. Get back. Fantastic work, boys. Come on. Get back. All cavalry retreat. Full cavalry. General 2. Let's not forget that we moved him up there. That would be bad. Full retreat. Thank you. Excellent work, cavalry. Excellent work. Very, very pleased with you. We are being flanked. The Grenadiers will respond to this flanking maneuver. That's painful. It's all good, though. We've got it. Gonna move the Grenadiers forward. The Grenadier Guards are doing a number on those Musketeers over there. Alright. Alright, Grenadiers are going in. Ooh, the Musketeers are charging. Gonna have to charge the other way, actually. Oof. Need to pull them back and charge them in, and the cavalry can help. Skirmishers, no, retreat. Retreat. Alright, there we go. Now hit the flanking force. Y'all can head back up there now. Cavalry move around the flank. Grenadiers take care of that problem. Skirmishers can move up once again. Alright, give them the cold steel, boys. We're gonna get our cavalry over here to take out enemy guns. That's what we're gonna do. Excellent. Look at these boys. Look at these fantastic Grenadiers. Pewnie Grafa Rumyantseva Grenadierski Polk. Crushing these Freikorps veteran Musketeers. Absolutely dominating them. And we're just going to keep the line rolling with the Grenadiers. Just keep it going. Fantastic. Decimating the cuirassiers. Pull the Grenadiers back. Alright, we're going to pull these Grenadiers back now as well. They've done an excellent job. Ooh, ooh, ouch. That artillery fire is not pleasant. Not at all. They are bringing their cavalry back, however. We need to fire on these cuirassiers with everything we've got. It looks like they're charging our Grenadiers. All batteries will fire on those cuirassiers. Excellent work. Break their artillery. Take those guys out. I don't want to see them come back. Alright, boys. Alright, this should be the battle as soon as this charge meets. They're going in. They're going to take a volley. Oof. Alright, boys. You have cavalry support. This is going to be the hammer blow right here. This is excellent. The cavalry are going to hit them in the rear. Their morale's going to fail. The grenadiers didn't even get a chance, man. They just saw them running towards them, firing with everything they've got against the grenadiers. And the cavalry reached their flank, and that was it. That was awesome. Definitely a really good victory for us. Look at all these items. That's hilarious, even. It's hilarious. Awesome. Alright, we need food. Actually, we're going to have to go for that just to be sure we don't run out. Not bad. The artillery didn't get too many kills on us. The cavalry didn't do very well at all. And, of course, kept the skirmishers from doing much of anything. That went very, very well for us. Shoot and scoot. Reload speed, fire damage received, ammo consumption, and unbreakable. All of these are amazing. Tempted to take Unbreakable Spirit, though, just because we're Russian, and it's a special Russian doctrine. It'd be hilarious. I think it affects the cavalry, too, but the reload speed and fire damage received is amazing also. Screw it. We'll do Unbreakable Spirit. That's who we are. That's how we do. Excellent. Alright. Final ability for the artillery. Final trait. Charge, supply wagon, or range. I like the supply wagon, but to my knowledge we haven't been running out of ammo. Because we have slower firing guns, generally. I think I'll do focused and give them range. I think I like the idea of them outranging the enemy some more. Especially for the big guns that don't have quite the same ability of range. Let's see, cylindrical ramrods everywhere. Just what I like to see. Just what I like to see. Alright. Wow. We have boatloads of equipment. Alright. Let's go grab this outpost here real quick. Low on ammo. Modest or ample. We're going to do ample. Ready to repulse 3 more weapons. Excellent. We already burned that place? We did already burn that place. Let's head up north here. See where else we can go. We also want to initiate a battle there as well. Ooh, they're getting away. Alright. We're not going to chase after them. We're just going to come up here and head this way. Accept the bribe or get the... We want the provisions and 1 more week. Most definitely. It's not even a hard choice there. That's easy. We're at a crossroads. 2 enemy armies. Let's check the army since we're tracking them. We have 1 more here. Several settlements to burn. We didn't burn that settlement either, so we have that possible option. So we have these 2 armies and that army. Encampment army. Headquarters. 2nd headquarters. 2 more forts. This encampment. Alright. Let's head up here. Let's get after these guys. See, they wanted to fight. And then they didn't. Well, that's unfortunate. We're going to fight them anyway. Alright, 3 cuirassiers, horse artillery, veteran grenadiers, and 3 grenadiers, 3 veteran musketeers, and lifeguards. Alright. That's a pretty solid force they've got. It's small, though. We can definitely overcome it with our brilliant Russian force. This Russian army is just a machine right now. It's just crushing everything it meets. It's excellent. Alright, I'm going to call it here, guys. This was an awesome episode. We did some great battles. We're doing even better. We're pushing through Act 3. Things are starting to ease up for us with the exception of those provisions. They're still hounding us just like they have the entire game. Next time, we will continue with the Battle of Osterode. Thank you all for joining me. God bless.